Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of the Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 6. It's a preview of Rise and Fall. We are limited to 150 turns. We're about a third of the way through over here, although the turns do tend to get slower as time goes by. I was actually just checking diplomacy in between episodes, and I was able to make friends with Korea. They were totally happy to do that. We might want to go and send a bunch of delegations to get some info as well, but I kind of want to save my money for buying stuff over here, so we might wait on that a little bit. Although it would be nice to get a little bit of spy information on these guys. I've got a barbarian encampment over there, but that's not really my problem, is it? We are going to send a trade route out west over here to expand our borders, and actually it would be kind of handy for us to send them to one of our neighbors to maybe boost some relationship, not to mention get some spy info. I'm worried that India's going to start a war with me, so it might not be great to send it to them. On the other hand, getting the info might be handy. But we're less likely probably to have some conflict with the Netherlands, so I could just send it there for the idea of friendship. In terms of what tiles are going to get grabbed, it's kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Maybe I'll start with Hong Kong. We'll grab these northern tiles, and then maybe we'll do another one later to the Netherlands over here. So let's go ahead and do that. It'll be nice to get some info on them, if nothing else. We're getting some walls up over here next to Carthage. We got a couple of libraries coming online, and we're about to be able to switch to a much better government form, which is very exciting. Buddhism has been founded by Korea.
Sometimes the wheel turns slow.
And we've unlocked the wheel.
Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable, the art of the next best.
Government unlocked. And we've unlocked political philosophy, which gives us an extra era point. So I think we could probably go straight to Classical Republic over here, because we currently don't need any military ideas, unless we want to run, say, conscription for a gold discount or something like that. But we could probably hold off without it. So we'll go ahead and do this, maybe get some extra great people points, Classical Republic, more era score, that is lovely. Now, let's take a quick look. What is the city-state situation? There's only one that we know about, because they keep getting eaten. So what we'll probably do then is just run the Charismatic Leader for influence points, since we're not really finding new people. We'll run Urban Planning over here. We've got 2 trade routes, so we can get a lot more gold from Caravanseries, which is going to be nice. For our wild card, we are going to want to run Colonization in a second. I don't know if we need to do it right this second. I guess it's fine. I don't know when we're going to be swapping again, because I'm going to work on Settlers as my next thing after those 2 libraries finish. So let me go ahead and drop it in there. We'll do that. I could have double-checked to see when our next policy change will be. We've got a rush towards horseback riding already. Or we could start working on mathematics, if we've got the ability to build those districts, which I'm not sure that we have unlocked them all. I'm actually thinking we might just straight up research irrigation. When are we going to farm a resource? There's some rice over here, depending on where we settle, to the north. And some rice down there. It's not much of a boost. Well, we'll do horseback riding for now. That's going to be fine. Okay, civics. Oh, that's interesting. So we can switch civics in one turn whenever we want, just by finishing these guys over here. Perhaps, actually, I'll grab Mysticism right now. Oracle would be nice. I don't know if we can do that, but it also gives us an envoy. Building Wonders is going to be a great way to get some era points.
Mysticism is the mistake of an accidental and individual symbol for a universal one.
So I will change policies, because I would very much like inspiration. Again, we're going to skip the religion thing in this particular run, probably. Well, we are generating a fair amount of, well, faith, but no great people points. Yeah, we'd have to build a bunch of holy sites, and we're not going to do that. Because if we're going for the Petro, we've got too many things. But great scientist points. We've got a couple of campuses up, and we're building the libraries. We might be able to get quite a lot of progress towards great scientists, which will be nice. So I will confirm these. That's going to be fine. And I will start working towards just something. I don't know if there's going to be an early wonder. We might just, I think I might just hard research the drama and poetry, and that's going to be okay. We got that envoy from our technology. We'll move towards Mohenjo-Daro over here, which I think someone has already declared war against them. But is there a way to find out? Yeah, you're at war against Korea. Hopefully you can withstand Korea's attacks. You are just going to go ahead and fortify over here. We're going to keep an eye on things on this border. See if they're doing anything. Is your loyalty dropping? Rebellion 510 turns. We might be able to start applying some pressure over there. There is a lens for loyalty, and we can see we're getting a little bit of loyalty pressure from us, and there's some coming in from India over here. It's fairly far away, but there may be some things we could do there. India is trading with the Netherlands. Netherlands founded a new religion. Yeah, so there you go. So the religions are going to come to us in one way or another, and that's going to be fine. Stonehenge was built. There you go. That's a late Stonehenge, turn 61. So we definitely, in this game here, We clearly could have gotten Stonehenge. But, I mean, you never, you never know. You can just run away. You're fine. You can go back to exploring. You're okay. Thank you very much. Library, walls. And then, yeah, we're going to go into settler spam. And what we'll do right before we do that is we'll drop out of maybe urban planning as soon as we want to do it, which might be next turn over there. Or we might not instantly switch out of urban planning. We might let the capital start.
하늘을 향해 나아갈 때 당신은
Wow!
하고 있습니다.
That is very dismissive and rude. I love it. I love it so much. I wonder what... Do we know anything about your agendas? I mean, I guess we know what your public agendas are. Whoops. Okay, I think I was in between turns. Let me just check everyone. So, tries to maximize trade routes. Likes civilization to trade with her. Ooh! Oh, I should have sent a trade route to her. Korea tries to build up science. Likes civilizations that also build up on science. And tries to conquer neighboring civilizations. And likes civilizations that are not his neighbors yet. Okay, so clearly he's going to be pretty aggro over here. And fair enough. I'm actually wondering if I should build another district to work our way towards one of the boosts for currency here. No, it's fine. We're just going to go ahead and get a settler. We will need some more units maybe with India being so close to me. And this is a new trade route, so I will send you to Bandar Brunei over here. So she will like me. We'll get some info. Oh, it won't open up new tiles, unfortunately. I could just do an internal trade route. I mean, this city doesn't have a whole lot of production. Plus, there's actually a crazy amount of tiles that could use some road over here. I suppose if I sent it north to Carthage, we would get that. But then we're starting to pile on a lot of stuff in one city. You know what? I will send it to Wilhelmina just because I'm hoping it's going to improve our friendship. So that's going to be that. Done and done. And gives us a fair amount of gold income, which is going to be nice. We'll probably use that to buy some builders and things. So I'm going to keep going with just the current policies for a little bit longer because I want to have the +1 production in these two cities. Not spending much on research. I'm sorry! I'm trying. Use of art, clear barbarian outpost. Let's just go ahead and get our irrigation. It's going to be fine. But yeah, we need to improve more tiles. Drama and poetry, build a wonder. Let me finish military tradition here. And when that finishes, we'll switch into the colonist boost, because it'll be about right for everyone.
Thousands have lived without love.
Irrigation done. So, let's get some apprenticeship, because getting the industrial zones up and running would be very nice. Hang Gardens is wonderful, and we might be able to do it. But I think the settler spam is a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Another settlement.
I don't underrate the value of military knowledge.
So what we're going to do is we're going to drop caravanseries for a second. We're going to go colonization, so we get good fast production towards settlers over here. I want to keep inspiration for the great scientist points. We take a look over here. What are we looking at for the great scientist production? Cree is most likely going to be there first. We almost have enough to faith buy it. We might be able to faith buy it next turn. And Eureka for 3 random technologies could be very, very, very handy. Yeah, just finish the drama and poetry. That's going to be fine. A little bit of barbarian action over there, but I'm not terribly concerned about that. Eureka towards engineering. Claim great person. Yes. Boom. Didn't even have to spend faith on it. That gives us a boost towards our education. So you are also going to get a settler. We're just going to max that out. We'll go ahead and send some more envoys over here if that city even stays up. Doesn't look like it's being damaged right now, so that should be okay. Hanging Gardens got built, so I guess we're not going to be doing that. So you're going to go here and give us 3 Eurekas. Ironworking. Apprenticeship. Oh, sure, that's actually very handy, because we weren't going to be building mines relatively soon. Although we could build a tree over here. Do I have enough money for that? Nope, not purchase tile. I do. It's probably worth getting that going here. Getting the bananas and the iron hooked up. Let's do it. And if we get the iron, that gives us a boost towards, like swordsman, which wouldn't be too terrible. Yeah, you're just keeping an eye on things. She might ask us to move our units, in which case we will happily do so for a long-term religious or relationship boost. I might want to actually pre-move someone over here to make sure there's no barbarians. I feel pretty safe down here, but who knows what could wander out around in the north. So you're going to go there, and you're going to end up moving to, say, there. I still don't know where we're going to necessarily put those cities. Oh, and we do have some dyes over here. Okay, now I'll start with the iron. But yeah, this might give us some more trading potential, because that'll be a second dye, which is very nice. Okay, so with Wilhelmina, we should be getting a little bit more of a relationship boost now. Because trade routes, friendly meeting, first impressions, different governments, envious of my golden age. So that's our hidden agenda. There's one person who hates people in a golden age, and one of the agendas is also likes people in a golden age, like respects people in a golden age. So that's annoying, although we're not going to get another golden age soon. We might even dark age here. Because we had a lot of points to accrue here. Okay, that settler's done. We might want to just go and, like, back-to-back settler. We might want some extra equipment. But part of me is thinking that we get started on some unique districts. I mean, it sucks that we can't get a river adjacency bonus. Maybe in the capital we don't worry about it. We build something else. I mean, we can build a holy site here, which won't be terrible. And it might be worth having one for a little, more continuous faith. Although we're getting faith from our rocks over here. I think I'm actually just going to move into... You know what? I'm going to get another settler, and then we're going to go into builder spam with Ilkham. So I think I'm going to settle over here. Okay, how much desert are we talking about? If I, Okay, settling over here gives us access to the most desert. And is a good place for a harbor. That's why I was putting these pins here. Alright, you're going to settle over there. So probably we won't settle there or there. Not 100% sure about this, but we'll do what we can. Oh, had we already gotten a Eureka for the ironworking? Yeah, we boosted that from our great scientist. That's a little unfortunate, but hardly the worst. You're going to chill over there. That's going to be fine. There's some land along the north. I mean, that's a big desert to work across, but... Do we want to swap out a colonization? No, not yet. Sorry, we want to go back over here. Any other changes we want to do? I don't think so. Okay. Recorded history's already been boosted. It'll give us another envoy, because sure, we could consider the Great Library. Yeah, the campus adjacency bonus is normally one we'd go for, but isn't really as much of a thing on this particular run. Unless we build a campus over here. I mean, it will give us a little more science, but not the craziest amount.
Nederland floreert met
She's very happy that we're sending trade to her. Good. Now, stop calling me names. I mean, she still doesn't like me yet, but, we're offsetting some of the other penalties. She really hates me because of the Golden Age thing. They hate us because they ain't us. So you got that, you got that, you got that. Lots of settler spam. Try to expand quickly. Is this the war? Embarrassment to your people. You speak with two mouths. No, this is just you hating on me. Yeah, all right. I mean, we do have walls over here, which is good. And we've got a few units we can pull back. I don't know. Let's go ahead and build a plantation over here. And Korea likes us. I don't suppose you want one of our... Don't we have 2 dyes? Hold on, I'm confused. Oh, this wasn't actually improved. Never mind. It's in our borders, but that's it. Okay, we will be researching mathematics directly next. I do want the bananas hooked up. I'm going to settle over there. Oh, Eureka's sailing. And visitors complain about the heat of... of the new city, but at least it's a dry heat. Apparently you get era score for settling in the desert. We also get lots of era score for settling near a natural wonder, which isn't that nice. If we take a look at our workable tiles, you can see the bonus faith over here, which is nice, although working the oasis certainly makes the most sense over here. Imperial pyramids, oracles. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with a monument over here. We really need to expand our borders quite a bit if this place is going to be a functional site. And we are going to get some builders over there as well. If people settle too close, apologies. We will look elsewhere in the future. Probably. I mean, we're going to settle one to the south. Two to the south, probably. If I settle up here, hopefully he'll consider that far enough away. I mean, the fact that this is close to him. Oh, I broke a promise. Right, because I promised not to settle close. But that's, come on! That's not close.
Where no one ever
Classical
becomes a
era
master.
ends in 10 turns. Oh, it's his first technology of a new era. Is that what went on with, when we got currency? Ah, when the classical era started. Okay, so I think we're actually responsible for starting the 10-turn countdown towards the medieval era, because we unlocked the technology for the medieval era. Right. I wasn't thinking that. We may have not wanted to do that. That's interesting. We're going to want to min-max this stuff going forward, because, yeah, we're going to be doing a Dark Age here. Well. We might want to get some military tech. If we get the catapult and we get swordsmen, I mean, we only have 1 iron. We need an encampment over here to build swordsmen. But we actually could consider doing some warfare. So I'm going to pick up sailing first because it's super cheap and we will want to improve these tiles. You are going to go and build a plantation there. So again, money's coming in fairly well. We don't have a lot of culture, but our science is ticking along. We already got 1 great person as well. It looks like the next great scientist will go to Korea. But I mean, we can't catch them all. And I think when recorded history finishes, we will swap out a colonization because we'll mostly be done the settlers.
It is not that life ashore is distasteful to me, but life at sea is better. History is the version of past events that people...
So I'm going to change policies. I'm going to drop out of colonization. We're going to replace it with Ilkum. And we'll spam out a bunch of builders because we have a lot of land now that needs to be improved. But then after that, we might want to switch to a more militaristic government type, and so that we've got a military policy slot, grab a Gauge again, and just spam out a ton of units, although it might not be for the right era. We've already got the boost to shipbuilding because of things. The Colossus is very nice, but yeah, I'm thinking ironworking and, like, get the swordsman catapults or something. We are clearly not founding a religion, so part of me is just thinking I'm just going to hard research this now. We'll get the free envoy, and that's going to be okay. We got another governor title, so we could promote Pingala again, giving us more great person points in the city, which actually is really sexy. But the other thing I'm wondering if we pick up the Castellan to protect our border city. And we can give them quite a few extra upgrades. You know, it's mostly fully defensive. I mean, there's diplomat stuff we could do. Builders get +1 build charge. God, that's good. Nice if there's like a wonder booster. Tax collector, money. I mean, that is a lot of extra city defense. I'm just wondering about getting this as early as possible, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I'm worried that we're going to have some issues with India. Whether we start the war or someone else does. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Castellan in there to make this city be quite a bit tougher. Okay, I'm pleased with that. And yeah, so 2 settlers are about to finish here. We're going to have these cities build builders after, since we have the 30% boost for it. More expansion. And we may get a Dark Age, but that's the way it's going to go. I mean, it's within his frickin' influence zone, so I'm really wondering if he's going to call that too close. I mean, we're going to have to expand in that direction at some point anyway. We could settle here, actually. Technically a legal location. I mean, he'd definitely be too close. They'd all be like, that's too close, but we've already broken the promise to him once. What's the hardship in doing more? We can actually settle a city, like, right there later. And put a pin to remember. It wouldn't be bad because of all the crab access and things. I could settle right on the coast over here, because that becomes a really good spot for a harbor. Adjacent to the city and adjacent to a sea resource, which I think I was debating. This was good because it was immediately adjacent to the diamonds, but we have access to diamonds already over here. I think I will go ahead and I will settle right on the coast over here for a really good harbor location. Excellent. Okay. I'm fine with that. Korea declared war over here again.
Everything
really
has
wants that
its
city.
limit.
Swords! Let's get engineering. And yeah, this place is going to build an encampment, which is also going to help us protect against Carthage, but will give us a variety of things that we're going to want as well. And yeah, we will settle up there. It's going to be a little bit isolated. Might be at risk. Okay, governor's established over here. Excellent. I don't know if that gives us more pressure. I'm going to double check the rules. I mean, it doesn't matter because they own this city. I don't think there's going to be any true pressure over there, but... Okay, you've got your settler done. We want all these things, but we need builders. Like, we're working too many unimproved tiles, and that is just not acceptable. We need to go and get the builders out. We'll probably build another builder here, actually, because we've got a lot of tiles to improve. We might want to do some chops over here to accelerate the Petra when we get there. Oh, yeah, speaking of... Well, we'll get the catapult, but then I'll start working towards Petra stuff. And one more builder. And you are going to go and improve the citrus, giving us a few more luxuries and making that a richer tile for us to work as well. And we're going to want to improve the stone for the faith. Okay. And yeah, we're hard researching theology. So we don't have to worry about swapping out. The last city-state we knew about is now gone. So what are we going to do with envoys? Ever. Alright. Nistahi Sipihik. You are... Just go ahead and do the thing where you start with a monument. Help push out the borders a little free. That's going to be okay. So I would like to improve that. I mean, there's so many things that actually do need some improvements. You've got a population of 6. And are you working any unimproved tiles? Yeah, the forest. Although the forest tile is really good. I think you need to go and improve the stone. Would make a lot of sense. And you're going to settle over here. It's another good place for a lot of improvements. But yeah, just go ahead and get started with that. Expand our borders. Give us a little bit more culture. India and Korea are at war. Oh, lovely. Oh, I apologize. I won't be settling close to you at all. That's a promise I'm definitely able to keep.
Magic.
So, many war declarations. Excellent. We might want to half research machinery. Because we're going to need that if we're going to be fighting over here, because the crossbows are excellent. But let's go ahead and get started with mathematics. And we'll work on that after. So, builders galore. We'll probably still do a few more over here. I mean, we might want to, start with some more districts. The Pingala actually does do a really good thing with theater districts as well. And great person production, so I think it makes a lot of sense. I don't know if any of these tiles need to be reserved for anything else. I don't think so. Like, if I started the theater district over here, I think that would be okay. Still, I'm going to go for one more builder here. We're just going to spam them out like crazy. We don't have the dyes hooked up over here yet. I would like to do that for trading. Yeah, these are not bad places for mecha wops. Or here, I mean, we're going to do the theater district, but... Because the farm gives you +1 food. This gives you a +1 production. And this one actually would also get +1 food. And it's a full unit of housing. So yeah, actually do that. And you can't build them adjacent, so... That's going to be fine. I mean, there might be some wonder we'd like to put there later, but we'll see. I got to definitely send some dudes up here. And actually, trade routes up there would be nice. You admire the way you're bearing your current trouble with hardness and resolve.
Because he
so,
takes seriously
she's happy that I'm in Dark
God's
Age.
made
Look
for
how much
fun.
the screen has changed over here. I think our policies are still okay, but note that we've got special Dark Age policies. Now, those goes into wildcard policy slot. And they have powerful effects, but also a penalty. So I could start an Inquisition with an Apostle Charge. All religious units are stronger, but we get a penalty to science. Isolationist. Domestic trade routes provide food and production, but can't train or buy settlers nor settle new cities. This is very tempting. Not right now. We've got to finish plopping down our current settler. Like, we got one more coming in, but we might turn on Isolationism. Monasticism. Science is doubled in cities with holy sites, but less culture. And Twilight Valor. All units get +5 combat strength for melee, but cannot heal outside your territory. Really nice for defending. So I think we will probably run Isolationism once we've dropped our final settler, which is finishing in 2 turns. We'll drop them up here and then switch over to that. We do still have to make a dedication here. Now, our dedication here will be ways to get extra era score. So we're not going to be converting people, so we can put that out right away. +1 every time you construct a new specialty district, or we can get +1 every time you either Eureka or Inspiration. Or construct a building with a great work slot, or construct a building that provides science. I don't know what we're most likely to be hitting in terms of triggers here, because that's something to look at for some free points. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and dedicate ourselves to free inquiry here, because I think we'll get a few extra era points from that. Now, we need 20 in this era to not end up in a dark age, so it's going to be a little challenging, but we'll do what we can. I guess you're going to start on that, because we've got no other choice. You finish that builder. I might still want one more. I don't know. No, we're going to want to start a commercial hub, because we don't have one yet. And I don't know if there's a spot we might want to leave open for a Mekwop here, or here. Or here. Like, these are not... Are these hills? No, it's flat. It's flat, so this is not a good place for an industrial zone. I think I'll just put the commercial zone here. But yeah, we really want those, because we want more trade routes, plus just money in general is going to be very good for us. I think I'm going to run this one down to the new city, because it's got a couple of tiles that could really be improved. We'll have 1 extra charge. I could do something else around here, but yeah, just run down to the new city. That's going to be fine. Start on this side. We might actually see if we can buy the rice, or maybe it'll expand there. I don't think we need anything else to buy the capital, so I'm very tempted to go and improve things over here in the new city, but I mean, what are we going to do? Unless I'm sitting around buying tiles for the new city, which actually might be a really good use of our resources to give the city a bit more of a something boost, you know? We could also send it just down here. But this is the city that needs the Petra. I think we might do that. Rather than spending money on like a builder over here, I think we might just buy a few tiles. We've got 1 forest to chop. We'd probably want to keep this as a lumber mill, but we might have to chop it. I don't know. The idea of building the Petra there, that's tough. Okay, we got our second die. So we got Cree, who we're no longer friends with, apparently. Friendship? Excellent. Still never sent a delegation, but that's okay. Make a deal. I have an extra set of dies. Would you like to give me... I could just trade for Mercury. I don't know if we need actual happiness right now. Let's just take money. Okay. 7 gold per turn. For this. Yes, that's... Yes. Accept. Thank you. Alright. And the friendship had just expired this turn, so... Or something, I don't know. Probably not, but I just noticed it. Yukon discovered. Pangea Ultima. So we do still have, you know, people wandering around a little bit. Try not to die to barbarians. So... Okay. We are going to get started on an encampment over here. I think I'll leave the river spot open, so we'll build it here instead. Should be okay. Excellent. And you down here are going to improve the quarry. And our final settler is going to go and jam himself there. I realize there's going to be overlap with Ka, but it's going to be okay. It'll be a little easier to defend this way as well. Although, that's a lot of desert, and this place isn't going to have... You know what? Never mind. We're going to stick it way up there. A little hard to defend, but it's going to be a much, much better city. Going to improve this spot over here. And yeah, we might be able to Mekwop over here, too.
Yosemite Valley to me.
Hey,
is
Yosemite!
always a sunrise.
I mean, we can't use it, but at least gives us a little bit more era score. Man, it's so dark. Everything is dire. Everything is terrible. That's still the only one I can research. So we still have the builder discount right now, so we might still want to build a few builders, although most of our people have stopped doing that. And I think that'll improve my capital. Oh! We get another great person! Gain faith. So this is a great scientist, and you have to use it in a holy site? Faith adjacency bonus provides science as well. That's very interesting. Now, we don't have a holy site yet. Do we just want to skip this one? I might just want to skip this great scientist and get the next one, because it's probably going to be one that's more substantial. Although, I mean, we could build a really awesome holy site right here and have it also provide a little bit of science for us. That is kind of compelling, but this place is probably going to be building a lot of units. I think I'm going to pass on Hildegard. Does cost us a few points, but we'll be, you know, in a relatively good place for whatever comes next. It's not that many points. They'll just sit around idle for a really long time. Yep, no, I think I'm going to pass on this one. That's going to be A-okay. But yeah, we'll get started on the theater district over here, because it's going to be good for our capital. With the librarian, it's going to work out fairly well, and I think I'm okay with that. And then we got a new trade route done. We're definitely going to move the trade route over to the city that is going to be... Because we're going to run Isolationist. Internal trade route's going to be really good, and this city wants the production boost for the Petra stuff. And we will... I'm actually going to work a little bit here. This is a woods on a hill. So we're going to chop those trees and build a mine instead. We're going to probably put an industrial zone like right in there or something like that. And it's going to be really very good. I should probably put a little marker to remind myself. Add pin. I think that's the symbol for industrial zone. Actually, I guess they don't have a symbol for districts here. IZ, industrial zone. Boom. I don't know which city will build it, but someone will, and it's going to be excellent, because we're going to mine all around here. Okay, well, we'll put a cut in here. What are we at? Oh, we still got plenty of turns left, because remember, we've got a 150 turn limit on this preview, but we got plenty of time for at least a few more episodes. Thanks for watching, folks. Hopefully we get the Petra.